Hi there. So I was just thinking about, there are a lot of people waking up right now, and that's really great. But for those of us that have been at this for a long time, we really need to kind of focus on getting those of us that are pretty far down the rabbit hole on the same page. And that's kind of like, do we feel that our consciousness was trapped in here? Do we feel that we were imprisoned here, and do we want to get out? And if so, we need to come up with a collective plan on how to get out. Now, I'm quite sure that they're resetting the game, meaning cataclysm is coming. So, instead of envisioning doomsday, we should envision the most positive future that we have for as long as the time that we have it here. Things like free energy, free housing, or just, housing for people. It doesn't have to be free. I mean, people would still work if they had a roof over their heads. In fact, I feel that more people would work if they didn't have to worry about where they were going to place their head at night. So we should just focus on those of us that are aware of certain things. That this is a prison, for example, and that we're 100% enslaved to money and who knows what else, and that we are under the influence of magic and hypnosis and this realm, it feels as if it has potential, sure, but not with the current rulers and the way things are. I mean, I don't know that I don't know that I want to give it any more chances, basically. And I'd like to know my options. The memory wiping really infuriates me. I just feel as if we shouldn't be held accountable for anything that goes on here. We don't know where we're from, what we're here for. I mean, yes, there's a lot of us that have cellular memory, and a lot of us know that we have a mission that we came here for, this incarnation, for example. And we may have a few past life memories, but not nearly enough. And and then their whole thing that if we don't have to know the rules, but they still apply to us with their game, that's not fair. And I just don't know that all this stuff is going to fly. But at the same time, those of us with the divine creator consciousness, we've got to try to unite and not fight each other and not be divided, because that's just division within our own consciousness. And it's hard. It's hard sometimes not to succumb to it. It's hard sometimes not to, so we as a society as a whole, we have a very, I don't know, we have improper communication techniques. And, like I had this whole incident a few weeks ago, last week, I guess, that could have completely been avoided with proper communication. I mean, I feel I was open and honest, and I feel I wasn't in the wrong here. I mean, except for the inflammatory video, which was wrong, and I apologize for it in person again. So it is what it is. But I have a video I have an article that I wrote on vampiric attachments that I'm going to share tomorrow, and that one should be pretty good. But as far as the truther movement, it's great to see it's growing and things like that, but I hate to see the truthers that have stagnated and that are at just the same place they've been for years. I wonder if they're agents. I wonder if they're actually legit truthers. Maybe their mental state isn't strong enough to handle too much more. I really just don't know. But regardless, those of us that are awake and aware need to all get down to the point where we have discovered that our consciousness is trapped here against our will. Religion and all of these programs, any kind of dogmatic program, is exactly that. It is a control mechanism and program. True knowledge, true wisdom comes from within. You do not need anything for external validation. No one can save you but yourself. All of those things. So if you still haven't established all that, you got a lot of work to do. For those of you that are down at the bottom of the rabbit hole with me, I appreciate each and every one of you, especially if you're watching this, and I hope that we can collectively get out of here if there's another cataclysm. I feel that if we all pull together and have a plan at that time, we can make it. Mass exodus. Have a great day.